Good morning friends, we are meeting after a long gap of 4 months. Welcome to Samartha e-classes. You know that government is also promoting e-learning, and that's why it is the need of the age that we should be techno-savvy. And for the sake of the student, for the sake of the you guys, we are promoting this kind of work. The inspiration behind this is the teamwork of the Samartha High School, the principal, the school management, and this is the joint venture we are dealing with. Friends, you are familiar with the English language. Last year, though the textbook was different, the content was different, but most of the material was same. This year, though the textbook is new for you, the marks, you are familiar with the marks division, and definitely last year's your knowledge will be beneficial for you this year also. So here we have to achieve certain objects of English language. So what are the objects? L, S, R, W, C. These are the 5 objects we have to achieve through this textbook. Listening, speaking, reading, writing and communication. These are the 5 skills which are expected from the students to achieve through this textbook. It means textbook is not the whole part, it is the little part. And beyond the textbook, lot of material is there and you have to get use of that material. So friends, today we are going to begin with the first unit, which is quite interesting, and definitely you will get many ideas and many morals to this unit. The very first unit, the first part is 1.1 Teenagers Prayer. As you know that we every day pray to God. In different situations, in different times we pray to God. This is actually the Teenagers Prayer. Teenagers means the age between 13 to 19, that is called teenage. It is also called Kishora Avastha in Marathi. There is also another English word. It is called adolescence. So we are mostly in the dilemma what to do and what not to do. And we are confused. Sometimes someone takes us to the right path and sometimes someone takes us to the wrong path. And that's why it's our moral responsibility to choose what is the right path for us. So here the poet Jebos, who is the poet of this poem, he is also praying to God to show the right way, to show the right path. Before we see the poem, there is a linear activity which is called verbose activity, which is called chit-chat activity. That will lead you to the text, that will lead you to the path. So what is the first activity? Here the group formation is suggested. We have to form the group of 5 to 6 students. And we have to complete this activity in the group. But now we can't form the group. Consider it as an individual activity. So here one situation is given when you have to take important decisions. What do you generally do? Simple question. You have to put your opinion. And here are certain suggestions given. And you have to rank them. Here are the decisions given. Here is the situation. When you have to take the decisions, what you generally do? And you have to put them in a rank. First one, consult the parents. आई वडिलांशी आपण संबंध साधतो, त्यांच्याशी सल्लामसलत करतो. कॉन्टॅक्ट फ्रेंड्स फॉर ॲडवाइस, मित्रांचा सल्ला घेतो. प्रे टू गॉड फॉर गायडन्स, परमेश्वराकडे धाव देतो. थिंक डीपली इन सायलेन्स, शांततेमध्ये आपण गहन विचार करत असतो. आज टीचर फॉर ॲडवाइस ऑर हेल्प, शिक्षकाला मदतीकरता याचना करतो. टॉस अ पॉइंट टू डिसाइड, किंवा आपलं नशीब किंवा आपलं दैव हे एखाद्या पॉइंटच्या टॉसवर आपण ठरवत असतो. व्हॉट वी डू, सो यू हॅव टू पुट देम इन अ appropriate rank. So you have to write down your sequence for first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Means what you will do first, what is your preference. So you have to write your preferences in this way. This is the first warm-up activity. Now the second warm-up activity is there. Here one poetic devices is explained, and it is apostrophe. You know the figure of speeches. Here particular figure of speech apostrophe is described here. In poetry very often there are lines in which the poet seems to talk directly to the person who is absent. म्हणजे एखादा व्यक्ती उपस्थित नसेल, त्याची उपस्थिती गौण असेल, or an abstract idea or thing or object, किंवा एखादी वस्तू असेल की त्याच्या ठिकाणी नाही, and when we are addressing to that thing it is called apostrophe. त्याला मराठीमध्ये संबोधन म्हणतात. म्हणजे जी वस्तू, जी व्यक्ती, जी आयडिया, जी कल्पना जी अस्तित्वात नसेल पण त्याला आपण संबोध करू आला आहे, that is called apostrophe. Here is the example, twinkle twinkle little star. So whom it is addressed? Here the poet is addressing to the star. In the second line, then where is the stream? That is upside idea. And the poet is addressing to that then. So again this figure of speech is apostrophe. I would like to provide you the another Marathi example of this figure of speech. ने वदशीने मातृभूमीला सागरा तळमळला, सागरा प्राण तळमळला. But there the object is present. There the object is present. There the figure of speech is different. That is called personification. त्याला आपण चेतन म्हणतो म्हणून. पण एखादी वस्तू असेल, ओ लॉर्ड लॉर्ड हेल्प मी इन दॅट इन माय नीड. I still remember the poem. One poem. Blow wind blow till my poor think not surely shoe. Come in spring, come in autumn, you are welcome in season. So there is also that addressed, and that's why this figure of speech is apostrophe. Now the next example. Oh Kyoman, wish I could live with you. Here again the Kyoman is addressed, who is not present at the situation. So in this way this figure of speech is apostrophe. Now what is your work? Here the suggestions are, here some ideas are given. You have to extend this poetic line. Oh life, how? This is the idea towards making you poet. It is called poetic devices. Be a poet. This is the expectation here. Dear God, please. In this way you have to complete this poetic line. This is the expectation in this chit-chat activity. Be a poet. It is the warmers activity. So the poetic skill will be tested through this activity. So in this way there are two activities. Definitely from the first activity and from the second activity we will come to know that the apostrophe figure of speech is used in the poem by the poet J. Bose, and the poem is about the prayer. As in the first activity the question was there, the activity was there about the prayer. So today's topic is teenager. So dear friends, here is your poem. It is the textbook, and you can see the picture here. The girl is praying to God, and the prayer is given here. I am offering you the modern reading of the poem. Modern reading of the poem is equally important to get the sense and the essence of the poem. एखाद्या कवितेचा अर्थ कळायचा असेल, एखाद्या कवितेचा that leads to great success or travel down the darkened road that leads to great distress. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. Help, Lord, to just say no when temptations come my way, that I might keep my body clean and fit for life each day. When my teenage years are over, I know that I will see that life is doing its very best with you walking next to me. This is a very beautiful poem composed by J. Bose. Again, I repeat the poem for your sake so that you can get acquainted with the poem. ती कविता तुम्हाला कळली पाहिजे, तुम्हाला उच्चार कळले पाहिजे. Again, I am repeating this one. Each day brings new beginnings. Decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. I can choose to take the road of life that leads to great success, or travel down the darker road that leads to great distress. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. Help, Lord, to just say no when temptations come my way, that I might keep my body clean and fit for life each day. When my teenage years are over, I know that I will see that life is due its very best with you walking next to me. Now let's see the explanation. What is the idea of the poem? What the poet is want to convey to you? Being the teenager, what is the wish of the poet? What does she pray to God? See the first answer. The poet is praying to God. She says, "Oh God, each day brings the new beginning." दिवसाचं प्रत्येक सुरुवात. Each day brings new beginning. Decisions I must make. That each day brings the new beginning. प्रत्येक दिवसाची जी सुरुवात आहे ही एक नवी सुरुवात आहे. कुणाकरता? For particularly the teenagers. And being the teenagers, we have to take the decisions. This teenage, it is not the right paripakva nahi, but we have to take the decisions because everyday life, each day there are the new beginnings, and we have to take the decisions. This is the responsibility. Now this is the time we have to be fully mature. Though we are not, decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose. I don't want to depend on anybody. I don't want to take the support on anybody. I am only the responsible person for whatever decisions I will take. मी जे काही निर्णय घेईन त्या निर्णयाचा जो काही जबाबदार असेल, I am the only person. I don't want to blame anybody. मला दुसऱ्यावर दोषारोपण करायचं नाही आहे. I am the only person responsible for my decisions. The road that I will take. There are different roads. And the roads are rough, the roads are rough, the roads are uneven. ह्या जीवनाचे मार्ग खडतर आहेत. Some roads are even, some roads are rough. काही सपाट आहे, स्मूथ आहे, सहज आहे. And some are rough, some are rugged. काही खरबरीत आहे, full of difficulties. Some roads are good, some roads are bad. काही रस्ते छान आहेत. Here road in the sense of life. That road will take me to the good path, to the good way of life. असे मार्ग जे आहेत ते मला जीवनाच्या चांगल्या मार्गाकडे घेऊन जातील. And the another road that will leads me in the second stanza poet explains. दुसऱ्या stanzaमध्ये तुम्ही समजलेलं आहे. I can choose to take the road of life that leads to great success. If I choose the proper road, if I choose the proper way of life, definitely that will make my life successful. I earn money, I will get the status, I will get the position in the society. मला समाजामध्ये स्थान मिळेल, पैसा मिळेल, सगळं काही मिळेल. When I take the good road, when I walk on the road मी येऊ शकलो त्यावेळेस माझं जीवन चांगलं होत नाही. Then or travel down the dark road. If I fail to walk on the right path and if I choose the bad road, what will happen? That road is darkened. Travel down the right road that leads to great distress. If I choose the dark road, if I choose the bad road, if I walk on that road where all the evils are there, ज्या ठिकाणी सगळ्या वाईट गोष्टी आहेत आणि त्या वाईट गोष्टी असलेल्या मार्गावर जर मी मार्गक्रमण केलं, that will lead to great distress. My life will full of sorrow. The signs will be there only in my life. माझ्या जीवनामध्ये फक्त दुःख राहील, निराशा राहील. So what does it mean? It has the broader sense. If I choose the bad road, if I am habitual of stealing, if I am habitual of speaking lies, what will be my life? जर मी खोटा बोलत असेल, जर मी चोऱ्या चपाट्या करत असेल, मी अभ्यास करत नसेल, if I bunk my classes, what will happen? My life will full of distress. माझं जीवन हे दुःखमय होऊन जाईल. And the poetess is aware about all this. आणि कवितेला सगळ्या गोष्टी जाणीव आहे. That's why she says, I can choose to take the road of life that leads to great success or travel down the darkened road that leads to great distress. Then she says, Oh God, Oh Lord, here the word Lord is addressed to the God. Here God is not in the sense of particular God, God Krishna, God Shiva, etc. etc. The God in the sense of Creator. The God in the sense of Lord. The poet is praying to God, help Lord to just say no when temptations come my way. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. In this stanza, the poetess is praying to the God. Oh God, please open up my eyes. Please make my vision broad. Please make my outlook broad. माझा दृष्टिकोन व्यापक होऊ दे. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. My vision should be clear. My thinking should be clear. माझे विचार हे परिपक्व असले पाहिजे. माझे विचार हे स्पष्ट असले पाहिजे. That I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. जीवनामध्ये जे योग्य असेल, जे बरोबर असेल, त्याच्या मागे खंबीरपणे उभा राहण्याची ताकद माझ्यामध्ये आली पाहिजे. Please help me to stand for what is right and bring out the best in me. What is bad, I want to take it out. जे काही वाईट असेल ते सगळं मला टाकायचं आहे. But what is good in me, what is best in me, I want to possess it. I want to keep it within myself. ते सगळं मला जोपासायचं आहे. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Here the clearly means clear logical thinking. वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोन असलेला, स्पष्ट दृष्टिकोन असलेला, व्यापक दृष्टिकोन असलेला. In that sense, the word clearly is used. That I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right, which is morally good. Please help me to stand for that thing. एखादी गोष्ट चांगली असेल, नैतिकदृष्ट्या योग्य असेल, त्या गोष्टीसाठी नेहमी खंबीरपणे उभं राहण्याची ताकद माझ्याकडे येते. Bring out the best in me. Help Lord to just say no. When the temptations came my way, जेव्हा एखाद्या गोष्टीचा हव्यास होत असेल, एखादी वाईट गोष्ट मला आकर्षित करत असेल, that is called temptation. Here the word is explained in this margin. See, the word is also given in the margin. Temptation. A strong wish to do something bad or wrong. बऱ्याच वेळा मित्र म्हणतात, असं करू तसं करू, वाईट असेल तरी हव्यास होत आहे, वी शुड डू दॅट. आपण ते केलं पाहिजे. दॅट इज कॉल्ड टेम्पटेशन. वाईट गोष्टीचा हव्यास. इन दॅट सेन्स द वर्ड टेम्पटेशन इज यूज्ड हियर. Help me Lord, just say no. Help me Lord, just say no. When temptations come my way, आकर्षित होऊ शकतो, कदाचित त्या गोष्टीचा मला हव्यास होऊ शकतो. प्लीज ऑफर मी दॅट पॉवर, प्लीज ऑफर मी दॅट माइंड टू से नो टू दॅट टेम्पटेशन. असा जर हव्यास माझ्याजवळ आला असेल तर ते नाही म्हणण्याची ताकद परमेश्वर माझ्यावर येऊ दे. हेल्प लॉर्ड टू जस्ट से नो when temptations come my way, that I might keep my body clean and fit for each day. I have to keep my body clean. I have to be pure. I want to be pure-hearted person, that I might keep my body clean and fit for life each day. There are many hurdles, there are many obstacles in the life, and I want to be mentally and physically fit for day-to-day obstacles. या जीवनामध्ये जे काही अडथळे येणार आहेत त्या अडथळ्यात समोर जाण्यासाठी प्लीज हेल्प मी टू कीप माय बॉडी क्लीन अँड फिट फॉर लाईफ इच डे. When my teenage years are over, when my teenage years are over, when the teenage will be over, at that time when I look back, when I flashback to my life, how I lived my teenage life, मी ते माझं किशोरवय कसं जगलो हा जेव्हा विचार करीन तेव्हा जेव्हा उत्तरार्धात when my teenage years are over, I know that I see. माझ्या लक्षात आलं पाहिजे, मला कळलं पाहिजे how I live that life, how I live my teenage life. I know that I see that life is lived its very best. माझं किशोरवय जे मी जगलो ते सर्वोत्तमपणे जगलो, चांगलं जगलो. And it is only because of you, because you were the great support for me. Here the line is that life is lived its very best with you walking next to me. Oh God, when I take the flashback of my teenage, I want to know that I lived a successful life because your moral support was there. Because God, you were behind me. हे परमेश्वरा तू माझ्या मागे होता. And that's why my teenage was the successful. So in this way, the point is, she knows she wanted to make her life successful with the help of the Lord. Here, Lord is addressed. Here, Lord is addressed. इथे परमेश्वराला संबोधन केलेलं आहे to make the life successful. Thank you.